What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one I'm continuing sure to make Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 in Minecraft. This is part 19, and in this one we're going to be starting the musical memory portion, which is going to be this little hallway, I guess both sides of it, and we're also going to be starting kind of all this and getting some of the detailing done, at least in this portion. Yeah, that is really all, so with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. And so we are back at it. So as mentioned, we are going to be working at on musical memory first, which is the furthest right section, which is this one with the goofy little yellow bunny dude, aka Bunzo. So if you just head down the stairs, we're going to start in this first area, and we're going to build this a little bit strangely, and you'll kind of see why I go about it like this later. But you want to start by getting out light blue concrete, polished diorite, just kind of figuring it out. Red concrete, yellow terracotta, polished deep slate stairs, smooth course blocks, that might be important, bamboo slabs, sea lanterns, and we'll go, what will we go? That's a really good question. Andesite walls, I guess? That might be the most logical. So you want to start here, if you look towards the front here where you have these two strips of light blue concrete, you want to be looking, again, kind of towards the game station. On the left one, you're placing a red concrete to the outside, and at the right one, you're placing a light blue. You will extend the red on the left towards you by 6, and then place an andesite wall. After the andesite wall, you'll want a gap of 1, and then you'll want 3 more red concrete. That end red concrete you can extend in by 2. From the light blue, you'll do a similar thing, but it is obviously not quite the same as we didn't do them at the same time. You'll end up going forward, and this one's going to be kind of ironic. You want to go forward with 7 light blue concrete. Or I guess towards you. Leave a gap of 1, and then place an andesite wall. And then from there, you'll place 2 light blue concrete and go left by 2 to kind of give you this shape. This is the first row of the wall, so you want to actually go underneath this a block and fill in the entire floor with polished diorite, including in the, I guess in the doorway at the, like, long, at the, I guess short sides of the hallway, rather, but on the, like, long walls, you're leaving under the walls open, for now. One of these is a door, one of them is not. They're the same gap, but one is different than the other. It's weird. You should end up with this. You will take the andesite wall on the right side, which is the one in the light blue, and extend it to the left by 1. Underneath the original andesite wall, along with the other block of that doorway, you'll place polished diorite. Only the red one you're leaving open for now, because that ends up being stone later. Now, from this point, you can direct your attention. We'll start with the light blue here on this side, and well, you can actually kind of do the same pattern on both sides. It's a little bit different, so we'll only do it one at a time, I guess. But on the light blue, you want to, on this, like, not the, I guess, corner one, but the one just kind of on the side of the wall, you'll bring up with 2 light blue here. You'll extend, I guess what would be technically forward by 1, except it'll be, you know, towards where musical memory will end up being later, with 1 light blue, and then extend down by 1. You leave a gap of 2 moving forward from that, and place a light blue on this block, and extend it forward by 2, so then you'll be just behind the doorway. On the opposite side of the doorway, you'll take this light blue and extend it up by 2. And then what you can do on the other side is, again, leaving the corner open. You'll take every single red except for the frontmost on this little row, and you'll bring them up by 1. So it should be these 5 right here, these back 5. And then the back 4 can be brought up an additional 1, again, like so. You'll take the andesite wall on this side, and you'll extend it up by 3. Then you'll go forward 1, up 1, forward 3, and then connect down. Out of this row of 4 here on the back, you're going to take the top 3 andesite walls and extend them back by 1. Along with this top row of 4, you'll extend the back andesite wall back by 1 as well. And it should kind of give you this shape. It's a little weird looking because we don't have the walls filled in, but it'll make more sense later. And That is a little bit of a mistake, actually. I'm not going to bother really correcting this with an edit. This andesite wall row should be forward a row. It should not be on the corner. It should be like in the center of this row of 3. So it should be 3 forward rather than 4 forward. I apologize. Anyway, on either corner, the red and the light blue, you'll bring them up with their respective blocks with 5 of the concrete color, whatever it is. You'll extend those rows in by 1. And then you'll take the inner reds and extend them, or inner red and light blue, I guess, and extend it up by 3 with their respective concrete. On top of those, on either side, you'll place 2 yellow terracotta, and then you'll extend each yellow terracotta in by 1, and then connect the top center together. If you're looking towards this doorway like you just entered musical memory, we're kind of switching it up direction-wise, you'll place a row of polished deep slate stairs at the floor, and then moving up, you'll leave a gap of 1, and the top 3 rows can all be polished deep slate stairs facing towards you. You can then, I guess, get rid of those stairs and get out lime concrete, which we're going to use for like 2 seconds here. And if you turn to your left to the light blue concrete wall where you have this little divot of 2, you'll place lime concrete in it. You'll then get rid of the lime and get out yellow concrete, and on the left lime, if you're looking at it, you'll place a yellow concrete and then a red concrete. And on the right, you'll do the opposite, red concrete and then yellow. Nice. The rest of both walls are going to be smooth quartz blocks all the way until you either hit this cyan concrete or at that line, which would be this doorway at the back as well. So I'll just kind of bring the corners here forward with smooth quartz on both sides. And do keep in mind that you want to leave a doorway open here on the left where the andesite walls are. You want a 2x3. So you'll connect the top 3 rows of smooth quartz together. You'll then fill in the ceiling with upside down bamboo slabs. If you are worried about lighting, you shouldn't have a problem here because you're under the game station, and the game station just casts a giant freaking shadow on everything. So, you know, there's that. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I am back to this. I love how I just forgot this wall, my bad. There we go. I was too focused on the doorway. In the center 2 blocks of the ceiling, you want to break the bamboo slabs and replace them with sea lanterns. It should be 3 off the left and right and 4 off the front and back, and it'll be a little 1x2. Just like so. Sea lantern animation is kind of mesmerizing. Like, I never noticed it. I mean, I know it's there, but I never really, like, pay mind to it, but it's cool to look at. Anyway, I think before we clear anything else, I want to do the back half of this hallway. And so you'll take the corners of light blue and red concrete on... Well, I guess we'll start with the light blue again. Or we'll start with the light blue this time rather than the red. You want to go back with... We're going to say 12 light blue concrete. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Okay, I just had to make sure I got it right. You'll then go in with a smooth quartz. Back by 2, and then in with a light blue concrete. From the red corner, you'll do a similar thing, but instead you will start with 5 red, 2 andesite walls, then a gap of 2, 1 andesite wall, red concrete, smooth quartz, extend it in 1, back 2, and then in with a red concrete. So you should have this. If you are particularly picky, you can make this back light blue concrete on the one side a smooth quartz, just so it's symmetrical, kind of. I guess as symmetrical as it'll get. So we will start with the andesite walls this time. If you look at them, you want to take the leftmost one and extend it up 1, left 1, up 3, right 1, up 1, right by 4, and then those N2 can each be brought down by 1. Extend right 1 from there. Take the rightmost 2 andesite walls from there and extend them pretty much all the way down until they hit either a wall or a concrete. And then out of this row of 4 here on the far right, you'll take the topmost wall and extend it right 1. And then you'll go down diagonally right by 1. And it will be floating for now, but do kind of ignore that. We'll worry more about that later. There is a little bit of detailing on the other wall, but we'll worry about that later because we don't actually have the materials to do it. And then there's obviously the texturing. So we'll start from the front red, and I guess what you can actually do instead is we're going to start with the light blue, and we're just going to kind of mimic the pattern where we need to. So you'll extend each light blue concrete up by 1 to start, and then you'll essentially place an additional light blue on the front 3, then leave a gap of 4 and place it on the back 4 light blue, or would be 5, I guess, if you don't have that if you have that corner as a light blue, but it doesn't matter because you can't see it anyway. You'll then kind of, again, copy the red on the other side on the blocks that you need, which are really just these front 4. You'll kind of do the same thing you did on the other portion where you see you brought the, like, first 4 up and then the first 3 from there up again. We can, I guess, get the doorway out of the way. You will take the light blue concrete on either side and extend it up, or the light blue and red and extend them up by 2. Then go up with 2 yellow terracotta and extend the top yellow in by 1 on either side. Place a row of light blue concrete on top of that connects together. The floor is polished diorite. Again, we're going to fill it in the same way where we go under the... Well, we don't go under any doorways on this one, actually. The back one is gray concrete later, and the right one is the stone. But we'll still have to break some for the stone anyway later, so if you do, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, just like this. And then again, still make sure you do leave the center of this hole open. You're just filling in both walls with smooth quartz up to the same height as the front ones. Later, you'll see I end up changing some of them to where, like, the hallway portion that actually sticks all the way back, I revert from slabs to blocks. This one I didn't, for a little bit of consistency, but I guess I made it inconsistent anyway, because I didn't like it later, but, you know, that's what you get for building, I guess. I don't know what that even means, but anyway, you should have this. Yet again, the ceiling is upside down bamboo slabs, and this time the center is a 1x3. Well, I guess a 1 block center, but that's besides the point. We'll focus on that more in a second. I don't want to hit you with it, just kind of throwing that out there if you do want to get ahead of me. Just like so. So yet again, you should be 3 off the left and right, along with 5 off the front and back. So if I go 5 and break... Oh, it's actually 6 off of the back. Is it 6 off the back? Or did I just miscalculate? I might have just miscalculated. Oh yeah, I just miscalculated. Okay, so yeah, it is 5 off either side. I just forgot how to count to 5. But yeah, you should have this for your lighting. I feel like that's all we can do with this set of materials. I mean, we could do the floor texturing, but I'm not going to concern myself with that just yet. Side note, I did not texture the andesite walls. If you want to, feel free. I just didn't. But yeah, clear your inventory, I guess, and get out. Smooth quartz stairs. We'll start with the back portion, I guess. Smooth quartz slabs. Andesite blocks this time. Yellow terracotta. Pointed dripstone. Mangrove button. Bamboo button. Red nether bricks. And a flower pot. We'll kind of go back and forth here because I want to do the, like, I guess, rubble texture at the same time. So... if you are in this hallway, you want to kind of look to the left and be towards the front doorway, which would be this kind of smooth quartzy area. And so, whenever I tell you to place something, you're breaking into the smooth quartz to place it. So from this top left block, this half one, you want to count to the right from this angle by 1, and you'll place an upside down slab here. You'll then count right by 2 to this block, and down by 1, and here place a stair facing left. To the left of it, you'll have an upside down stair facing right. Left of that, you'll have 2 upside down slabs like so. Below that furthest left upside down slab, you want a regular slab. Leave a gap of 1 moving right, regular slab again. And then right of that, you want an upside down stair facing left. Kind of gives you this little bit of a crack, and you'll fill it from the other side with andesite. I did remove the other ones that were in the power room if you saw in the tour, because I didn't like the way that they looked. But this one I didn't even notice for 1, and for 2 I think it looks fine. So, yeah. Plus, it's also barely visible anyway. Like, I don't think I even noticed it when I originally did the thing, but I probably looked at it. I just, like, saw it as detail, you know? Anyway. From the back left-hand corner of this hallway, you'll take this row of smooth quartz, and you'll count forward 2 and right by 1 in place, moving up here to yellow terracotta with a pointed dripstone on top. Right of it, you want 2 smooth quartz blocks with a mangrove button off the front of the top one, like so. So the current detailing in that hallway. The other one is a little bit more, well, not quite aggressive, but there's more going on. So if you head in and you look back towards the front, you want to head to the furthest left polished deep-set stair on this, I guess, doorway on the back. And you'll count towards you by 2, and you want to break from this polished diorite moving forward. You will, hold on, you will break 7, yeah, 7 polished diorite. The front 6, you'll break left a row. And then right of the original row, you'll leave the front one and back 2 open and break those, the remaining 4 is what it should be. And fill that whole thing in with red nether brick. There's kind of a lot here. I don't know what happened. I guess I should mention this now. It's probably smart to do the floor texturing, like, right now before we put buttons and stuff in, and before we get the rest of the detailing in, because it's going to make more sense to break into the pattern to do the detailing to make it a little bit more consistent on your end. That's something I kind of never did in the project, but something that I would definitely recommend, and you may see that reflected in the tutorial, because I just kind of want to get everything done before I texture, you know. Anyway, taking the first light blue concrete in front of the doorway here on the left, you will count forward by 1 along the floor and place a bamboo button here. In front of it, a flower pot. Off of the left row of red nether bricks, you'll place a mangrove button behind the back block. Off the middle row, you'll place one in front of the front block. And then off the row of 4, you'll take not the front one, but you'll end up counting back by 1 and place a button to the right. Along with from the back one, you'll place a button back diagonally right by 1. For the detailing, as I mentioned, you should start by clearing your inventory and get out the following. I didn't do anything in that first... Wow, okay, I'm so smart. Regardless, you need calcite, diorite, the usual floor suspects, so if you forgot, red concrete, light blue concrete, and yellow terracotta. And then we're just going to get out slabs for the following. It might actually only be 2 materials now that I'm looking at it. Well, yeah, you just need cobblestone slabs and tough slabs. You could grab out the block variants, but I'd recommend getting stone as well, so that might be a little bit annoying. But, oh yeah, also diorite walls we need. We'll get this out of the way immediately, though. On the 2 andesite walls on the left here where the doorway is, you'll just place 2 diorite walls on either. Again, if you didn't earlier texture the floor with your red, light blue, and yellow, I guess, blocks in the diorite. And, you know, as per usual, we'll give you something. Again, it's probably preferred to do this earlier rather than later because of the other detailing. I know that kind of wastes time at the same time, but it makes a little bit more sense to end up needing to break the tiles rather than adding them around the detailing you've made, you know, which is generally what I've, again, been doing, but just, I don't even know. We'll start in the front hallway because I said so, I guess, the front portion of the hallway, rather, and you want to be on the right side. First off, just underneath the, like, gap here in the floor, I just place a little bit of stone, but in the back right-hand corner, I'm not going to give you the specifics here, but you're either going to place a cobblestone or tough slab or block, depending on what I say. But you want a slab in the corner. You'll bring it both left and forward by 1. Again, you should be switching up as you're doing this. And then in the floor left of the back slab, you'll place a block here. Extend it forward diagonally, right 1, forward 1, and then right 1. And then the bit in the back portion, I think there's more, isn't there? I guess there is, but it's in the corner still. So head to the door, you can head around if you want, but I like crawling through because it's funnier. In the front right-hand corner, you'll place a slab. Extend it both back by 2 along with the same one left by 1. And then behind the back slab, you'll break into the floor with a block. Extend it left 1. Forward 2. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then forward diagonally left by 1. That was a roller coaster ride. In the floor below this, I'd place either cobblestone or tough again. I'll just do like that, I guess. because there's a lot of it in that area particularly. The floor texturing might be different per side, actually. I don't know. No, because, right, I came up with the floor texturing in the molding room, which is dumb, I know, but leave me alone. The wall texturing is you have, like, one diorite or none at the top, and you can have calcite just surrounding it. It's the same as per usual. You can do the same with the, like, I guess, cut in the wall and on the front there, just using diorite slabs and stuff. But, you know, just kind of something like this. It is up to you, of course, how you specifically do it, but I would not break your ceiling for it. I would just kind of go with whatever you think makes the most sense. It's hard to explain, but, like, essentially, I'll have, like, a singular diorite, and then I'll kind of surround it in calcite, having, you know, different amounts of blocks on each side, kind of like that. And maybe also have a diorite here and, like, a couple of calcite. Here, you don't always need a diorite, necessarily. Again, if you did watch the streams as well, when I was building it later, specifically I remember the mommy hallway, I think, I was doing the texturing like this, where it was kind of a little bit, almost haphazard in a way, but it works, so, you know, I guess I can't beat on it too much. Anyway, let's start with the fun part. Not really. This whole area we're going to do at the same time, and then we'll just, well, not necessarily all in this part, but we're going to do it at the same time, and then we'll essentially make all the way up to the molding room, and then make the molding room with everything around it already done, basically. So it'll be the last thing we do before musical memory, rather than working down and then coming back up. I don't know, I want to get the whole area done because it's a fairly similar area regardless. So you want to start by clearing your inventory and getting out. Stone, andesite, quartz bricks, iron bars, andesite walls, light gray carpet, and honestly, you might just start with that. I don't really feel like getting out a ton right now is necessary because, you know, there's just no reason for it. Although I guess we'll get out gray concrete because it seems like that might be important here. So, in the frontmost hole, you want to head to the right here, and it'll be the one you enter through, I guess, to, you know, start to go to the molding room. Off the back row andesite walls here, you'll have a row of gray concrete that will end up being just up to the same height, and also will hang, I guess, 2 lower, so we'll build in line with the floor this time. I know I'm going back and forth, but it just depends on what we start with, generally. So going right of that, you will place 8 quartz bricks. Then 2 andesite. And then, this is kind of going to be weird, I guess, but I would actually bring the andesite, like, in a block so it's sticking out, and then replace the original andesite with quartz bricks, just because this ends up being quartz bricks on the inside. But then you want to anyway extend right by, and here when I tell you to place 10, well, you probably won't hear that anyway, but you're going to want to place 13 stone instead. Then you'll place 2 quartz bricks, again with andesite sticking out. Then 11 quartz bricks from the quartz bricks. Then you can't just place the andesite in the wall, but still bring it out a row, because it doesn't matter anymore. Then 10 quartz bricks. 2 andesite again. And then you want, I guess, 5 quartz bricks. But then you'll go forward from this one by also 5. And then you can head left with 4. Place 2 andesite, which is brought in a row. And essentially, the andesite position should be entirely the same. There are no extras and there are no less. Although the only thing that does change on this row is, I guess, 1, it doesn't matter if you're in the wall on all the spots. And 2, there is no gray concrete and no stone in the line here. It'll just all be quartz bricks. Or andesite, I guess, obviously. You get the point. You should have this. Extend each quartz brick or andesite up by 5. And that'll give you some walls. Alright, I feel like I probably should have not started this today, honestly, because I didn't get that long of a break. I ended up recording the, again, Act 1 Basement, which was like 8 parts, and I did that in 3 days about, so yeah, I really did not give myself much of a break, but I guess that's okay, you know. Back on the grind. I will also note, a lot of these sections go really close to the game station as far as height, but none of them actually really get in the way, except for the one carpet I mentioned last time, or in the game station, I guess, when we placed that singular one. if you recall what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. It's all the way in statues, so we got a long ways to go before then, thankfully. But, you know, I guess not thankfully. Hopefully this in Wacka-Wuggy shouldn't be too bad. Also, what part is this? 19, I think? I'm, like, just realizing that now. I don't know what part number it is. Because, again, I wasn't really anticipating doing this today, but I got nothing else to really record, so might as well bite the bullet on it, and yeah. But also, I think I want to get it done because I have the next tutorial, like, I guess little series pretty much done build-wise, so I want to start this so I can actually begin tutorializing that, because I want to do that before I do Indigo Park, which is probably getting a tutorial. Still can't confirm it because, again, it just keeps getting pushed back time after time, but it's ready at least, which is one thing, I guess. But I probably will end up recording an updated tour, which will mention the tutorial date, if I get one by then. I don't know. But anyway, you should have this now once you are done. You have these giant walls. Nice. In line with the bottom row of quartz bricks, along with a block above the top, you're going to fill in the floor and ceiling in with stone. And where you have the stone row here, you'll just kind of, I guess, go in line with that and then end. At least specifically for the ceiling. But, yeah. There is a hole. We're not going to worry about it right now because it's a problem for probably, like, next part. Depending on how far we get this part, I don't know. I'm looking at the 25, 26 minutes that we're in right now. And I'm like, what do I do with that, you know? Let me just, like, get outside of this. I guess I could have gone under, but going over is funner, so, you know. And then I will go the additional row here, just because, yeah. I do remember building this segment. I remember I was watching a live stream of somebody's live stream. It's actually JD Games, funnily enough, when I was building this one. It's good times. But yeah, either way. And then we can kind of start worrying about some minor details, I think. We'll start with the fence, then we'll do the detailing on this side of the hallway, and then focus on the other side. And then, again, we'll probably, hopefully, get most of this portion done in this part, but can't really confirm nor deny anything. So, to start with the fence, you want to head to the gap on the left side here. This is the left. We're, like, walking down the hallway. That's the direction. And from this quartz brick on the front, you'll go back with 2 iron bars, andesite wall, 2 iron bars, andesite wall, and then you will place 7 iron bars. And extend each bar or wall up by 3, which will leave you with a 1 block gap between you and the ceiling. And then you'll place lycra carpet on top of that. I believe this panel is a door panel, but I don't remember if it's this one or this one. I'm assuming that it's the middle one, because that would make the most sense. But yeah, I do remember there is a door here, like a gated door. You can't obviously ever open it, but it's there. What can we do? I feel like even though we still need some materials, you can clear your inventory and get out. Andesite stairs. Red and nether brick walls. Iron bars. Polished tough walls. Gray concrete. Dark oak trapdoors. Dark oak sign. Warped fence. And I guess oak fence. So for starters, I did kind of lie earlier. On the opposite side of the gray concrete on this wall, there is a gray concrete strip here. I did not think there was, but it's hiding. On the, if you again are just like at the entrance, on the left gray concrete strip, you'll place red nether brick walls outside, and on the right one, you'll place polished tough walls. On the left side, you will take the middle out of the 5 quartz bricks and place an iron bar on it. You'll extend it up by 2, along with that, I guess, third one down, back by 6. Then connect down by 2. You'll then behind the, well, I guess you'll start with the right side, because I believe there's one here. Isn't there? Yeah, it's a block away from the polished tough walls. You just have a row of iron bars going top to bottom. On the right side, you'll take this first andesite pillar, and you'll end up breaking the row of andesite at eye level. If you're looking at it, you will take the right andesite block and replace it with a stair facing left, and the other one with a stair facing towards you. Above the left stair, you'll have an upside down stair also facing towards you. Just like a little divot taken out of it. I'm not really sure where it came from or who's taking a bite out of the pillars, but, you know, that one's beyond me, I think. So, still on this wall, we're going to use the iron bars, though. If you take on the row of 7, the third one over, which is this one, it'll be, I guess, one to the left from the center if you're looking at it. You'll trace to the right and go to eye level again on this quartz brick and place a dark oak trapdoor open up against the wall. It should also be 4 off of the pillar to the left. From that, you will also count right by 2 and up by 1 and place a dark oak sign with nothing on it. On the left wall, you'll take, from the, again, row of 7 iron bars, you'll take the third one back, which is this row, and place a warp fence just to the right on the ceiling. It'll be the, I guess, the furthest left block you can, because you can't place it above the carpet. Extend that warp fence all the way back until you hit the pillar, and then you'll go through the pillar and extend it between the next kind of set of pillars. And then behind this pillar, you'll go back with 4 fence, then go right 1, and you'll just connect all the way back with warp fence. On the back wall, you'll kind of take where this warp fence is, and you'll count right of it a row, and just place a red nether brick wall pillar here. From, not the top red nether brick wall, but one down, you'll place another one to the right. There's one little thing we kind of ignored on the right side here, and it is between the, not the last and second last pillar, but I guess the second and third last pillar it sees to, or the section after the trapdoor and fence gate alternatively. From the, like, back quartz brick, you'll count forward by 3, and you'll break the next 2, and then also, I guess you'll break 2 rows up and just into the floor. In front of this, you'll place a couple of oak fence, like so. You can clear your inventory and get out. Stone brick walls. Stone. Quartz bricks. Bamboo trapdoors. Pale oak fence gates. Bamboo stairs. Heavy core. Where is it? There it is. Polished deep slate slabs. And we'll go lanterns, I guess? That'll almost get us done, I think. So, first off, in this little gap, you'll just place stone in the floor of it, and kind of a block back, you'll fill it with quartz bricks. Just like so. If you're looking at it, you'll take the right half in on the bottom 2 blocks. You'll end up placing bamboo trapdoors that are open up against the kind of, like, I guess outside, or up against the flat portion of the wall, like so. Going to the left of that, you'll place pale oak fence gates facing towards the, I guess, entrance to the hallway, and then you'll kind of place bamboo trapdoors off the left of those pale oak fence gates if you're looking at them, and also on top. And the other kind of portion of this hole, the other side, you'll place a bamboo stair facing into the wall. That's like those carts. You saw them in Chapter 1 a lot, and you'll see them a couple times in Chapter 2. They're not quite as often, and if they are, they're on like a pallet or something, so yeah. The pillar just behind this section, or I guess to the left if you're looking at it, you'll place a row of stone brick walls just in front of the andesite, or again to the right. Going over from the bottom stone brick wall, you'll place a heavy core as well, or towards the ladder, step ladder, which is what the bamboo trapdoors and pale oak fence gates are. I guess if you didn't, or if I didn't say that before, I feel like I might have, but I don't remember. So, heading to the, you want to head to the warp fence where it essentially goes in a block to the right, like so. And kind of in the corner of it on the front half, you'll place a lantern right here. Leave a 3-block gap moving forward from that, and on the front half of this pillar is where you'll place an upside-down polished deep slate slab. From that, you want to go almost all the way forward. You want to go past the final andesite pillar. And essentially, you see, once I see the iron bars here on the left, I'll be in line with the, I believe it's the 4th iron bar. First, second, yeah, I'm on the 3rd iron, so 4, so I'll go 1 further. And then from there, I'll go left 1, forward 1. So I'll be 1 block off from connecting to the iron bars here at the front there. There are 3 lanterns we need to make hanging off of this. If you take this, like, the full row, you're going to ignore the little kind of connection to the wall on the left. You'll take the 4th slab back and turn it into a block with a lantern below. From there, you'll go all the way to the 2nd warp fence, which is this one, and have a block to the right with a lantern hanging off of it. And then you'll do the same thing on the 3rd last slab. So last, 2nd last, 3rd last is here, which is also the 2nd to last warp fence on this particular portion of it. You want to essentially mimic what you did on the, I guess, opposite side of the center of the hallway with iron trap doors. So get rid of, I guess, anything and get out iron trap doors. And again, you're just going to copy the upside down polished cheap slate slabs with iron trap doors up against the ceiling. You don't have the lanterns or anything on this, it's just trap doors. Yeah, okay, yeah, they can be speed placed. I didn't think they could be. I guess it's because they're iron, it works better, because, I mean, like, you can... Oh, because you can do that! Oh, that's actually new. Huh. That's interesting. You used to not be able to place things off of it without crouching, but, like, look, I'm not crouching right now, and I'm placing. Huh. Fun. That's cool. I like that. There's, like, I think one more major detail, and then it's kind of just a bunch of texturing and stuff. So that major detail would end up being... Well, it's not even major. It's 2 dark oak buttons. That's literally all it is. And if you head all the way back here and you want to be on the right wall, there's kind of between the last 2 pillars. If you're at eye level, you'll leave the first quartz brick open at the, I guess, front side here, and then place a dark oak button, gap of 1, dark oak button, and you have a set of eyes. It's not what they are, but it looks like eyes, so I'm not going to say it's not. We will make the hole real quick. It is stone stairs, and that's it, actually. There's no slabs, apparently. That's interesting. We will texture this later, which is why we're not really worrying about it too much. But if you head to the final set of pillars, you want to be on the right side on this stone. You'll count forward by 1 and replace that block with an upside down stone stair facing left. Left of it, you'll break 1, and then break the next and place an upside down stone stair facing forward. You'll then break forward by 2 and left 1 and place a stone stair facing right there. There is 1 slab. Darn it, I missed it. It's in front of this kind of row of 2 stone. You'll break another block forward and you'll place a stone slab there. You'll break from the slab back diagonally right 1, and then forward diagonally right 1 and place a stone stair facing back. Behind that, you want a stone stair facing left, and then you'll break back 1 and 1 to the left. And that's kind of the whole. I don't know if I'll do all of them block for block, but this one I will. I probably will end up doing most of them, I'm not going to lie. Again, with the exception of texturing. There is a little bit more texturing that we technically have to do, but I'm not concerned about it right now, so we're not going to worry about it. What I do want to do, though, is the other side of this hallway, or at least get a little bit of it laid out, because I do realize that we're a little bit short on time, and I'm getting a little bit carried away here. But I don't want to lay out at least to connect kind of back up to the other area. So you want to start by getting out quartz bricks, then and stone. And I guess andesite as well, actually. You need just these 3 materials. And so, if you're looking at this opening here, you want to take the red concrete on the right side if you're looking towards it, and go over and place 10 quartz bricks. And then 2 andesite. I'm a block above right now. I'm actually going to bring it down a row and go in the floor. But I'll keep both rows, I guess, because it doesn't matter. You'll then go over with 7 quartz bricks. And extend it to the left by 1. You'll then leave a gap of 4, which I'll just place stone for temporarily, and place here just 2 quartz bricks. Place andesite off of the, I guess, left of that, which will be brought back a row. And then you'll end up taking this quartz brick here and extending it to the, I guess, forward by 6 with quartz bricks. And then it should be able to connect to the left. The opposite side is, I guess, a bit easier. You'll take the quartz brick just behind the gate here, and I'll take the bottom, I guess, 2 rows again. And I'll go right by 7. And then you'll place an andesite. You'll extend it I guess out by 1, so we'll be backward here. And then you can take this quartz brick here just left of all of it and connect it back. The andesite here on the right you can also bring to the left arrow, and I'll just bring all this up so it's 2 blocks again. So you do want to fill the floor in with stone, but there is kind of an exception here. You want to where you have the gap of quartz bricks, or taking the bottom row of quartz bricks, and you're going out with 4 stone on either side, or I guess back with 4 stone, kind of towards the opening there. You'll connect the stone together here, and this little gap you'll just leave open, but the rest you'll fill in with stone. And I think that's where we're going to end this part. Because it feels like it's a solid amount of progress. And then next part we can, you know, continue this and move on to probably the pathway before the molding room. I don't know if we'll actually end up starting the molding room or not. Hopefully we'll get a little bit there, but we'll see how it goes. Ah, I missed a row. But yeah, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your probably Playtime Chapter 2, Part 19 complete. Not a huge, I guess, amount of stuff, but it's getting somewhere. I guess this section isn't huge, because really after the molding room, it's musical memory, and then after that, it's reject room and a couple hallways. Although there is one room after reject that's annoying, which is the, like, railway thing that is broken off. Anyway, yeah, that's all. Thank you guys if you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.